Hello guys, it's me Victor Kid with another forecast video. Today I'm going to talk about the forecast for January 7th, Saturday, 2017. Many of you have heard that there is snow coming tomorrow, but today I'm here to talk about how much snow we are getting and who's getting how much. There's a lot of talk about which computer model is correct and which computer model is the most accurate and yada yada yada. Well, I'm here to help you understand a little bit more of that. Right now we are looking at the surface wind map. Just a little brief explanation of what you're looking at is the surface wind. We have winds from the northwest at around 15 miles per hour on average, and gusts up to 30 miles an hour in some areas. This whole rotating winds up here in the northeast is the system that just left us way earlier this morning around 6 a.m. And this whole blue line down here with the more rotational down here is the low pressure system, and all this cold wind driven from the north pushing down to the south, allowing this snowfall in Georgia, North Carolina, some parts of South Carolina, and southern Virginia. Most of the snow is actually not going to hit us. It is actually going to hit parts of Virginia Beach and southeast Virginia and northeast North Carolina with upwards of a foot of accumulation. We have blizzard warnings down here in Virginia Beach area. We have a winter storm warning though on the eastern counties of New Jersey, including Cumberland, Cape May, and Ocean. Now to the west, like Salem, Gloucester, Camden, we just have a winter storm watch because there's a very fine line between where the precipitation is going to hit the state of New Jersey and the rest of the I-95 corridor. Now, as the storm will scoot up tomorrow morning up the coast, it will strengthen almost like a new nor'easter, but the low pressure system is not as strong as a typical nor'easter. So, and on top of that, it is a little bit further off to the east for a classical nor'easter for the I-95 corridor. So this is why I'm not going to classify this as a major snow event for any of us. Only mainly parts of southern Delaware and around the eastern shore of Maryland and Virginia Beach are going to get hit by the hardest with snow. As this low pressure system scoots up the coast, most of the moisture is going to be scooting up the coast, and that's why there's going to with a fresh injection of cold air. That's why there's going to be so much snow accumulation. And in the southeastern states like Alabama, Mississippi, there are going to be parts of icy precipitation, so look out for power outages later. I'm going to show you a map of the current temperatures. You can see that the temperatures are taking a plunge practically everywhere except Florida. Look, Florida is just sticking out like a sore thumb with its temperatures remaining above freezing. You can see where that frontal boundary I showed you earlier is right here, sitting right above Florida and southeastern parts of Georgia. And as you can see as well that there's a lot of Arctic air just going right here in the Midwest and the Northeast, including New Jersey. So you can definitely tell that there's a lot of cold air in place there. And it's going to be like that for several days, even after the storm passes. Here's the current radar. We don't see much snow coming into South Jersey and northern Delaware or any parts of Delaware just yet. It is around midnight that I'm making this video, and so I think the radar is the snow is gonna be making its way around closer to 3 or 4 in the morning, Saturday morning. And when it does, it's going to accumulate fast. I'm gonna look at a couple models here. But first, let's look at the satellite water vapor imagery here. This is a whole system down here. All this blue stuff is where all the water vapor is and where the precipitation is starting to form. Down here you have the thick blue where the low pressure system is. It's going to scoot up the coast. It's going to make this track, follow my mouse along, and it's going to scoot out this way. It's just going to graze New Jersey, and that's why I think only probably from Long Island, south of Long Island, along the Jersey coast, and parts of inland New Jersey is going to get the most snow, about 3 to 6 inches. Cape May is probably going to get at least 6 inches. I wouldn't be surprised if some parts got 8 inches of snow. Southern Delaware, 8 inches. We'll have to see tomorrow how much the low pressure system intensifies off the coast. Let's look at a couple computer models here. This is a velocity model showing the where the winds are and just where to see the frontal boundary way up ahead out here, and the low pressure system up here steering the low pressure system down where the Florida state is, and it's going to help ride along the coast. So we're looking at January. This is around midnight tonight. We're just like watching the energy just shift from west to the east. You can see it transition. The storm mainly stays together, and that's why I think the snow totals are going to be bumped up a little bit, especially in North Carolina and southeastern Virginia. A lot of people are thinking that, oh, it's going to be like a blizzard, but it's not. And some people are thinking, oh, I think it's going to be 1 to 3 inches of accumulation. Well, yeah, I think it's going to be 1 to 3 if you're in Camden, closer to Philly. It's seriously going to be a sharp cutoff with the precipitation, especially along the I-95 corridor. That's pretty much where I'm going to mark the cutoff of precipitation. Here's another computer model showing the timing. Here we see South Jersey, state of New Jersey, and really Cape Cod's going to get hit the hardest as well. So this is tomorrow afternoon, somewhere around lunchtime. We're going to back this up just a little bit. It's first going to be reaching the state of Delaware and eastern parts of Maryland, and then it's just going to start reaching the eastern parts of New Jersey, and this is what I'm worried about later in the day is the green part of the precipitation is more snowfall per hour. So I think a lot of the precipitation that we are going to get is going to be in a shorter period of time than what others think. I think it's going to be within that short 5-6 hours is going to be that heavy precipitation falling throughout, especially throughout midday. And that's also what's going to keep our snow totals down, is because it's going to be during the day of Saturday instead of during night, because we have that daytime heating occurring. So that's going to help prevent us additional couple inches of snow in a lot of areas of this area. Here's another model showing that where the low pressure system is going to be. As you can see, it's really gearing up, and of course it's strengthening as it heads up the coast. So Cape Cod and the eastern parts of Massachusetts are going to hit the hardest. I'm going to back this up earlier in the day on Saturdays. Let's see, this is around 6 a.m. It's around midday, noon time. And really, I think the timing of snow is going to be really around 4 a.m. for South Jersey to around 3 p.m. That's going to be the prime time for snow, and I think we're going to get a strong band of snow around 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I wouldn't doubt it if we get one at 10 a.m., but we'll have to wait and see for tomorrow. This is another model forecasting the projected satellite. You can see it like I explained earlier, it's just scooting up, just hitting eastern parts of New Jersey, and just you can see like the sharp cutoff in eastern Pennsylvania. Not even western Maryland gets any or anything like that. So this is a very fast moving storm as well, so just keep that in mind, and that's why we're going to get a little accumulation. But please also do keep in mind this is a very strong, it's going to strengthen very quickly up the coast, and that's why we might have a back band of snow before it ends late afternoon on Saturday. So like I said, Cape May 6 to 8 inches, like Tom's River, somewhere around there we're going to get 6 to 8. Cumberland, Millville, Vineland, I think they're going to get 4 to 6 at most. Go west to Gloucester and Salem, 2 to 4 maybe. I'd be surprised if they get 4. And 1 to 3 in Philly. It's just gonna graze Philly, really. I mean, so that's basically it, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. And be safe.